What if I told you you're about to miss the biggest opportunity of the last 10 years to protect your money? Gold is skyrocketing, but very few people understand why. And those who don't watch this video till the end might end up holding the bag. Because in this video, I'll break down 3 real, actionable strategies you can use right now in this critical moment. In the past month, gold has done something we haven't seen in a long time. It broke above $3,500 an ounce, hitting an all-time high. That's a 28% surge since the start of the year. And no, this isn't a coincidence. It's not a trend. It's a global alarm bell. It all started when Donald Trump, back in the political spotlight, announced a fresh wave of tariffs, up to 125% Chinese goods and other strategic imports. The message was crystal clear: America first, once again. Trade war back on the table, and markets reacted exactly the way they always do when chaos hits. They dumped risky assets and ran for cover. And once again, gold was the first safe haven. Why gold? Because when the economy starts to crack and trust in governments begins to fade, gold doesn't rely on central banks. It carries no debt. It can't be printed. It's universal, liquid, and most importantly, limited. No more can be made. But it's not just fear driving this surge. There are solid economic reasons behind it. 1. The US dollar is weakening. 2. Real yields on US government bonds have turned negative. 3. Central banks, not just in Asia, but across Europe, are stockpiling gold at record levels. On top of that, major global funds and institutional investors are reshaping their portfolios to face a far less stable future. More tariffs, rising geopolitical tensions, and mounting political risk. So no, you're not watching a passing trend. You're witnessing a full-blown flight to safety in real time. And those who watch, but don't act, might just be the next victims of financial chaos. You know when they tell you, follow the money if you really want to understand what's going on? Well, take a look at what the world's biggest investors are doing. Ray Dalio, the founder of Bridgewater, one of the largest hedge funds in history, has been repeating a simple but devastating phrase for years. Cash is trash. Cash loses value. Inflation devours it. And in times of crisis, money sitting in an account becomes a moving target. So where is Dalio turning? To gold. And not just today. He was raising alarms back in 2020, but now in 2025, he's increasing his exposure. Why? Because he knows how to read the global picture. Tariffs, political instability, a crisis of trust in central banks, out-of-control deficits. All signs that scream one thing: protection is needed. And if you're thinking, well, Dalio has always been a fan of gold, let me give you the opposite example. Warren Buffett. For decades, Buffett ignored gold. He used to say, gold doesn't produce anything. It just sits there. But do you know what he did in 2020? He started buying shares in gold mining companies like Barrick Gold. And today, in 2025, his fund, Berkshire Hathaway, still maintains indirect exposure to the sector. For someone like him, that's a major stance. These aren't influencers pretending to invest. They move billions. When they enter gold, they don't do it for trends. They do it because they have early market insights, privileged information, and a long historical memory. And they're not alone. BlackRock, Vanguard, the Norwegian and Chinese sovereign wealth funds are also increasing their gold holdings. All of them, to varying degrees, are covering their backs from what could be the next global shock. And you? Are you doing anything to protect your money? Or are you hoping everything will be fine, while those who've already figured it out prepare silently? Okay, up until now, we've understood why gold is rising and why the big players are buying it. But now the real question is, how can you invest wisely? Let me show you 3 concrete strategies recommended by the heavyweights of finance. 1. Thomas Kurtzos's strategy: smart allocation in mining companies. The first one comes from Thomas Kurtzos, manager of the First Eagle Gold Fund. His strategy is simple but powerful. Allocate between 10% and 15% of your portfolio in gold. But here's the catch: not just physical gold. Kurtzos suggests also investing in well-managed mining companies, those that extract gold efficiently and have solid financials. Why? because in a growing market, these companies multiply the value of gold itself. The higher the price goes, the more they make. 2. BlackRock's strategy, diversification, beyond U.S. Treasuries. The second one comes from BlackRock, the largest asset manager in the world. They get straight to the point. In this environment, gold is a more effective hedge than U.S. Treasury bonds. Yes, you heard it right, gold over U.S. Treasuries. Why? Because bonds today are too tied to politics, Fed rates, and inflation. Gold, on the other hand, is disconnected from all of that. BlackRock says, anyone looking for true diversification today needs to look at gold with fresh eyes. 3. Goldman Sachs strategy, anti-recession shield. And finally, the third strategy comes from Goldman Sachs. Their view is crystal clear. Gold is the best anti-recession shield available today. According to them, when markets start to shake, traditional assets, stocks, bonds, even real estate, become vulnerable. Gold, however, retains its value. It's not tied to any nation. It has no default risk, and most importantly, it can't be printed. For Goldman Sachs, this makes it one of the most powerful tools to protect capital. 3 strategies, 3 different approaches, but one common message. In an unstable world, gold is back at the center of the game. It's up to you to decide whether to ignore it or use it to protect and grow your wealth. Gold is not a passing trend, it's a signal. And today that signal is loud and clear. If you've watched the whole video, you now have information that many are still ignoring. The choice is yours. Use it or stay still while others take action. Let me know in the comments, how are you protecting your money right now? Are you already investing in gold, or are you still waiting? If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Because in upcoming videos, we'll dive even deeper into how to protect and grow your capital in a rapidly changing world. And remember one thing, those who understand first, move better. See you next time.